Picture this, it's 8 o'clock Sunday night. You are stood in the kitchen. The fridge door's wide open, the light's beaming in your face, and you're not even hungry. You've had your dinner, you've had something after your dinner, and now you're 2/3 of a way down a packet of Doritos that you didn't want, and you can't really understand why the hell it's going on, and you can't even taste the damn things properly. And there's a sentence running through your head while you are doing all of that. I know there is, because I've been there myself and I've heard it about 6,000 times over the point of my career. I might as well do this, I'm starting properly again tomorrow. That's the sentence, might as well. Now, think about this for a second, right? Because this is what this whole video is all about. That sentence isn't the excuse you make afterwards. That sentence is the whole reason the crisps are gone. If you haven't seen my videos before, my name's Mark and I help people lose body fat, get in shape and feel the best they have done in years. And that's important because I help instill self-belief and self-esteem through years of creating a system that works even in your busiest and possibly worst week as well. Right then, let's get into this properly. Here's what's actually happening on a Sunday night. And it's got very little to do with willpower, believe it or not. At some point on a Sunday, usually late afternoon, you are making a promise to yourself. Tomorrow, mate, is going to be different. It's going to be 1,200 calories, 4 gym sessions this week, no bread at all, no wine at all, no snacking, going to get up at 5:30 a.m. every single day, meal prepped on a Sunday night, all of that stuff, right? And the second you make that promise, your brain does something completely logical. It says to you, right, if that's all getting taken away from me this week, the next 12 hours, I'm going to make sure I have it all right now. And that is the mechanism. It's not weakness, believe it or not. It's not a lack of willpower either. It's not that you love food too much. It's just that you've told yourself a famine is starting tomorrow. And every part of you that's human and has kept humans alive for the past 200,000 years or whatever has said, absolutely not, I'm going to eat. The technical name for it is the Last Supper effect. And I don't really care what it's called, and you shouldn't care what it's called either. What I care about is the tell. And the tell is this. The bigger the Monday plan, the bigger the Sunday night is. Have a think about your last couple of Sundays. The Sundays where you'd planned something brutal for the week ahead, they're generally the ones that are a bit more messy. And the ones where you didn't have that much of a plan, and they end up being actually okay. It's the same you, it's the same fridge, it's the same packet of Doritos. The only thing that's changed was the size of the promise that you made yourself. So when people tell me they've got no self-control on a Sunday night, I think it's absolute bullshit, to be honest. I think they've got a plan that they can't actually live with, and their body is telling them that it's not going to be possible, so they just kind of like, it crashes out before it's even begun. Now, the promise is the big one, but there's 3 things stacking up underneath that promise. First up, you have barely eaten all day, and you think that's productive. It's not, it's counterproductive. Saturday and Sunday, food goes out the window. Late breakfast, there could be no breakfast. Nothing proper at lunch because you're out and about, you might graze a little bit, you're doing the shopping, you're at football, you're at your mum's, whatever the hell's going on with your weekend, right? By 6 p.m, you've had about 700 calories, 30 grams of protein, and we're surprised that the 4 biscuits and the bag of Doritos, keep saying bag of Doritos, has gone. That's not emotional eating, by the way. That's just hunger arriving late in the day, and it's arriving pretty pissed off as well. Secondly, there's no structure between Friday night and Monday morning. This happens to a lot of people. Monday to Friday, you have got some structure, some shape to your day. You've got work, you've got breaks at work, you've got the same lunchtime, same routine. At the weekend, you have none of that, and everyone treats it like a treat when that's actually the problem. 2 days with no structure at all isn't ideal. And thirdly, and this is the one that people don't really talk about much at all, is that Sunday carries that dread, the Monday morning dread. It hits you about 6 p.m. The week's coming, all the crappy emails, the school run, the thing you've probably been avoiding all week. You got your boss to speak to tomorrow, the alarm clock, all that stuff. And food is the fastest, cheapest, and most available comfort you've got in the house right now. You don't have to book it in, you don't have to do anything like that. You don't even have to explain to it while you're eating it. So no, you're not out of control on a Sunday night. You're underfed, you're understructured, and you're dreading Monday morning. Anybody would be stood in front of that fridge. All right, quick one on me then, and we'll get back to what I actually do as a coach. When I was building Zenith Fit from scratch, and I used to work out of my mum and dad's garage back in the day, believe it or not, I was coaching people at 5:30 a.m. until about 8 a.m. I'd go and work in a factory, work there until about 5 p.m. Then at 5:30 till 10, I would coach people again. 5 days a week, I did that for the best part of 4 to 5 years. And then Sunday nights were absolute carnage. Not because I didn't know about nutrition or anything like that. I'd been a professional football player. I was now a coach. I knew exactly what to do about calories and how many calories there were in 4 rounds of toast and peanut butter, but I still ate them. And I wasn't even hungry. I was just preparing myself for another really hardcore week. And it took me a long time to figure out that the fix wasn't to be more disciplined on a Sunday night. The fix was way earlier in the day, and it was to make the week less crazy, to be honest, and rather than bracing myself against it. Okay, I've gone off on a slight tangent there, but that is the whole point of the next bit. So how can we resolve this? Well, there's 3 things, and all of them happen before 8 p.m. on a Sunday evening, and that's the whole thing. Number 1 is we eat on Saturday and Sunday. Mind blowing, right? Proper breakfast, proper lunch on both days, not just one of the days. 30 grams of protein in each meal. Eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, tuna, protein shake if you're rushing and you're struggling to get some food down you. I'm not fussy, just get it in. You cannot out-discipline being 900 calories down and 60 grams of protein short of your target. It's not a mindset thing at that point, it's physiology, and physiology is always going to win the battle. Eat on a Saturday, eat on a Sunday. I'm going to tell you twice because it's the one that does 70% of the work, and it's the one that everyone skips because it feels counterintuitive to eat more food. It feels backwards. It's not. Do it. Number 2 is we plan the Sunday night. You want something Sunday evening? That's cool. Fine. Have it. But have it on purpose, in your calories, decided in advance. Buy the single bag, not the multi-pack. Portion it out before you sit down. Whatever it is, it goes in the plan. Gives you more structure. Because a planned 300 calories on a Sunday night costs you nothing across a week. An unplanned 1,500 calories costs you the whole week. And even worse, it costs you the belief that you can do this at all. And number 3, and this is a big one, we shrink Monday down. Deliberately, on purpose, we make it smaller than you think it should be. Not 1,200 calories and 4 sessions this week and never touching bread ever again, mate. 2 gym sessions, 8,000 steps, protein at every meal. Simple. That is it. Because a Monday you can genuinely do and survive removes the reason for the Last Supper syndrome. There's nothing being taken off you at midnight, so there's nothing to panic about at 8 p.m. Don't panic if that feels too easy. It is meant to be easy because easy gets done for 12 weeks consistently. Brutal gets done for 9 days and then you're stood back in front of the fridge in 3 weeks' time in exactly the same scenario doing the same thing. And the last thing before I let you go, if tonight's already gone, the rule is never miss twice. It's one of my main mantras. It's powerful. It works. It can change your life. Not never miss twice. You don't need to make up for it. Don't start Monday harder because Sunday was a bit crazy. That's how you buy yourself another Sunday next week exactly like the one you've just done. Just have your breakfast, get your protein in, do your 2 sessions, get your steps in. Boom. And understand what's really going on here because it isn't about the bag of Doritos. Every time you finish a week, you said you'd finish and do the things you said you were going to do, you're paying back a little bit of self-trust. And that's the actual thing that's been missing all along. Not the information, not a better plan. You've had loads of those over the years. You just stop believing you can see it through because you haven't done it for a few years now, if not decades. And that is fixable, and it's fixable quicker than you think. And it starts with the smallest Monday you'll ever set yourself. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. It would be great to get my subscribers up. And if you want to see more of what I do, go and have a look at some of the other videos. There's probably a few popping around here. And there's a couple of things in the bio below. There's my coaching program, but also a free 14-day challenge as well. Go and check that out. But thank you for tuning in, and I will speak to you all really soon.